Hey everybody, Logan here. Oh, today, more bad news for Microsoft. So, we're not going to talk about the Activision Blizzard thing because it's still bubbling up and things are just, there's a possibility it might go through, a possibility it might not go through. There's all kinds of nonsense. The whole thing that I already touched upon with Phil Spencer trying to do damage control, and then, you know, yeah, things are just not looking good for the Xbox brand. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if this is their last generation. Not that I'm hoping for it, but it's things have just been really bad between the Xbox One, and now everything that's going around with the Series X and S, and which leads me to this article. Excuse me. So, let's talk about this. Okay. So the Xbox Series S major error leaves gamers concerned. This is from Gaming Bible. I think that's what it's called. I've only seen stuff. I've never I've never referenced them before, but my buddy John sent me this morning, and I did a little research. Apparently, it's happened. It's been known to happen with the Series X and the Series S, but apparently lately it's been much more frequent, and there's been more users reporting it and saying, "Hey, look, this is what's going on," especially with the Series S. So let's take a quick little read on this. Xbox has been in a weird place recently, as I said, facing difficulties with both its software and hardware. The company's most recent issue is the Xbox Series S console, specifically running out of VRAM. Now, it's not most recent. When I did do some research, I saw reports and people complaining about it as far back as 2020, right after the console came out. But they were few and far between. A lot of them started happening. The ones that I guess were more prominent were at the end of last year, and now it seems to be much more frequent. To be honest, I think I might have mentioned in a video, I recently sold my Series S. I was having those problems with it. The overheating, and it died and didn't want to work, and then all of a sudden started working again, and I went, you know what? I traded into GameStop. Worked like a charm there. Okay. Reddit user, that guy, shared an image of their Xbox Series S displaying an alarming error about its video memory, and the caption, apparently the Series S can run out of VRAM. Yes, it can. And it should not, because these are designed specifically to run these games. The way the games are optimized, that should never happen. But it does, which is bad. For those who aren't aware, VRAM stands for Video Random Access Memory, which stores pixels and graphics data and has nothing to do with the core console memory, where installed games and saved data are stored. Now, that's one thing I didn't think needed explanation, but apparently it does. That just makes me go, okay. The issue prevents the user from playing certain games, generally ones that achieve a high level of graphical fidelity. That means the games that look good gonna be hard to play, but not too much looks good on the Series S these days. And when it first came out, things were looking pretty good, but now we're comparing them to, almost 3 years in. Actually, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, we're almost 3 years in, yeah. And games should be looking much better than they are currently, but issues. Topic for another video. How last gen is holding us back. Still dealing with it. Commenters were quick to respond to the issue, sharing their own experiences with the problem, many of which claimed it was actually a common issue with the game the user was playing, Borderlands 3, and not a fault of the system itself. Now, the reason why I know that's not 100% is because some of the articles that I read, I should have brought them up. I was reading them this morning on my phone, and some of them were on Reddit, and they didn't report that was the game. They actually didn't report the game. They just showed the error when they booted the console. There was one user who booted the console and got that, which I found rather odd. One commenter in particular stated that the problem is likely related to the Xbox's quick resume function, stating you have to be careful with quick resume. Well, that makes sense. Most game issues are memory leaks. No, stupid pop-ups. With low quick resume, with how quick resume works, you're pretty much running an instance of a game for an infinite amount of time. Imagine doing that on a PC and expecting stability. Makes sense. Unfortunately, errors like these are small problems compared to what else Xbox is presently dealing with. Oh, yeah, this is everything I covered. Oh, and more. Currently, Xbox is recovering from the disastrous launch of its recent exclusive Redfall. Are they really recovering? Are they? It just happened. Which has seen a number of glaring performance issues and harsh reviews. I can't even get anybody to play the game with me. That should tell you something. Like, I know it's bad. It's like, hey, you guys want to steer this turd ship? No, you can steer it yourself. But it takes 4 people to steer this ship. No, you can steer it yourself. But it's a giant turd ship. How often do you get to steer a giant turd ship? And no. I think turd ship sounds funny. Turd ship. There's also the company's acquisition deal with Activision Blizzard, which is currently being blocked by the UK, which I mentioned. Finally, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, recently confirmed that Microsoft can't compete on console sales with Sony's PlayStation brand and Nintendo. Don't forget Nintendo. Hopefully, the highly anticipated release of its next exclusive Starfield will give Xbox the push it needs to get back on form, though after Redfall, fans aren't convinced. Okay, it's not exclusive. The days of Xbox exclusives are over. Why will people buy an Xbox when you can just turn on your PC? Everybody has a PC. Even if you have a craptastic PC, you can play some form of these games. Even if you have a PC that's the equivalent to the Xbox One VCR, you can play these games. So why would you buy a Series X or an S if you already have that PC? Microsoft made it so people don't need their consoles. There's no reason to buy their consoles. Sony and Nintendo make it so you have to buy their consoles if you want to play their games. I can go on and 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 on. Did I mention and on about this subject? I think I have. I think I've covered this. I'm pretty sure I have. You know what? I might make a video about how Microsoft is killing themselves. Stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be my next one. It's just going to be like a little rant video. So we'll end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. This is sad. If you guys have experienced any of these issues with your Series X or Series S, because apparently this is now an issue, drop it in the comments below. I'd like to hear about it. And, you know, hopefully you haven't. Hopefully I get no comments on it. Hopefully people will say, error? What's the error? But yeah, that clearly isn't going to happen. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.